Welcome to the instruction video on how to fill in the electronic application for business cost support. General information about the business cost support can be found on the State Treasury's website at www.valtiokonttori.fi. The application site for the cost support is open for the period of the 7th of July until 31st of August. The purpose of fixed-term business cost support is to support the liquidity of companies and thus reduce the number of companies going bankrupt due to the corona pandemic. I will begin my application in this instruction video by going to the State Treasury's e-service page asiointipalvelu.valtiokonttori.fi. If you need any help with your application, on this website you will find contact details to our customer support that can be contacted on weekdays from 9 to 15. You can also ask for advice by sending an email to the address costsupport@statetreasury.fi. To begin my application, I will go down on the page and choose the application form for cost support. Before starting your application for cost support, please read the instructions carefully. The cost support may be granted to companies whose main field of business on the 1st of April 2020 was a business field that is covered by the support. If the company's business field is not within the scope of support according to the decree, support can only be granted on particularly serious grounds having to do with the coronavirus pandemic. It is also worth checking that the tax administration has the correct information about your company. To start your application, please identify with the suomi.fi authentication. To identify with the suomi.fi authentication, you can use, for example, a bank ID or the mobile ID. In this instruction video, I will use a test ID. After the authentication, I will select the company on whose behalf I want to act. On the first page of the application, you shall fill in the applicant's details. Please check that the email addresses are spelled correctly, since the decision will be sent by email. Please note that the language of the compensation decision will be in Finnish or Swedish. On the following page of the application, you will have to provide further information about the state of the company before the coronavirus pandemic. Choose the type of your company and make sure that the definition above applies to the business you represent. Please note that the State Treasury cannot grant support to a company that, according to the EU definition, was experiencing difficulties before the coronavirus pandemic. Cost support is based on the change in turnover. On this page of the application, you have to provide further information of the change in turnover of your company. First, choose the time period as a basis for support. The company can choose whether to use the April 2020 turnover or the April-May 2020 average monthly turnover as the basis for comparing the change in turnover. The reference period for the turnover is decided based on the date the company was founded. In this case, the company was founded 1978, so the turnover reference period is automatically March to June 2019. If the company chooses April-May 2020 as the basis for the comparison and its VAT tax period is 1 month, the application can be submitted only after submitting the May VAT return. If necessary, report turnover for the reference period. On the next page of the application, the applicant reports the company's claims for compensation. The State Treasury receives information on salary costs from the incomes register. Fixed costs are reported manually on a monthly basis. On the next page of the application, the applicant should report any compensation and support that the company has received from elsewhere. Cost support from state resources is secondary. Compensation and support received from elsewhere are deducted. If the company receives other compensation or support related to the coronavirus pandemic after submitting the cost support application, the state treasury shall consolidate the cost support at the end of 2020. Supports related to the coronavirus pandemic include Business Finland funding, ELY Center funding, restaurant support, and self-employment support granted by a municipality. When you fill the application, please add the support known at the time of the application. In this instruction video, my test company has received Business Finland pre-study financing. I have now reached the last page of the application. At the last page, you will find a summary of your application. Once you have checked that the information you have provided is correct, send the form by clicking Submit. Once you have submitted your application and it has been received by the State Treasury, you can also save a copy by clicking the Print button. For more information and frequently asked questions about the business cost support, please visit our website. Thank you for watching this instruction video on how to make an application for business cost support. If you have any questions regarding the application, please don't hesitate to contact us by phone or email.